Hello everyone, in this video I'll tell you about every station or settlement in the game Metro Last Light, while trying to avoid most spoilers. The first station is D6, and yes, it is a station because it has a train on it. D6 was a Soviet-era missile silo pre-war, but has been converted to the headquarters of the Spartan Rangers. The base is all that the Rangers could ever want, from multiple rows of dorms, the workshop, and laboratories. The base even has a central command room where we can see the political state of the Metro in 2034. This also doesn't even include all the medicine and food found in the facility. While most of the facility has been explored, there are still many sectors left untouched. The next station Artyom finds himself in is
Czechoslovakia,
which is under control of the Nazis. We don't see any of the station, but what we do see is that outside the station and part of the Moscow sewer system has been converted into a death camp. The next station Artyom gets to is
Tverskaya,
which is also part of the Reich. We can see a little bit more of this station, but not much besides a couple rows of housing and a central area where the Reich's leader is giving a speech. The final bit of the Reich that Artyom sees is a large hydropower plant that has been created in the metro to take advantage of the flowing water that's down there. This area is also home to a farm and freezer. The next station Artyom gets to is the theater, which is controlled by the Red Line. The theater, like its name suggests, is home to many different acts, from the main stage in the back of the station to the various smaller acts in the central market area. We can hear from different people that the Reich is becoming more strict about its genetic rules. For this reason, there's a lot of Reich refugees in the theater, which is one reason for the station being so overcrowded. After the theater, Artyom gets transported to the Revolution Square, where we see large amounts of communist soldiers and banners. This is because the station has been converted into a large military outpost where they both train soldiers and build weapons of war. After fighting through the local wildlife, we come to Venice. This station is comprised of the two real-life stations of
Tretyakovskaya and Novokuznetskaya.
The station's most obvious characteristic is the flowing water that flows through the station. This open water gives the station a lot of fish, which the residents take advantage of, as we can see in the market area. It has also forced the residents to live in squalor because of constant flooding. The station's reputation, however, is not very pleasant. It is known to be a den of bandits and thieves, which is not false. This can also be seen from the large strip club in the back of the station. After trekking to the marsh that was once Moscow, Artyom reaches the Rangers' outpost of the church. The church is the old Orthodox Catholic cathedral, which has been converted into a small safe haven on the surface that anyone can visit. This settlement, however, is above the Moscow catacombs, which are believed to be haunted. One of the final stations that Artyom visits is
Oktyabrskaya.
Okay, so this station is kind of hard to show footage for because it has such a big part in the story, but I'll try. It's one of the most unique stations because it's split between the Reds and the Hansa. However, lives on both sides are pretty similar because both the residents live in rows of shanty housing and both are quite poor. The last station Artyom goes to is Polis. This station is the most wealthy and influential in the whole metro. It uses this influence to act as a mediator between major conflicts in the metro. Even though it's extremely wealthy, the station doesn't have its own security force and instead uses the Spartan Rangers.